referendum, which could lead to the region breaking away from Ukraine, would hasten the slide into civil war.
It
is already a civil war. It officially started on the 2nd of May with the violence in Odessa. That is how people here understand it. And so whether we hold a referendum or not, there's already a certain level of violence, tens and hundreds of deaths. So we cannot step away from holding the referendum.
The government in Kiev announced today that the military operation to push the separatists out of their strongholds in a dozen towns and cities across this region would continue. Its biggest fear is that the referendum will ultimately lead to the region being annexed by Russia, as happened in Crimea.
The US Deputy Secretary of State William Burns has warned that the decision to go ahead with the referendum will take the separatists down a dangerous and irresponsible path. Their move is also at odds with the conciliatory tone of President Putin yesterday in his public call for a postponement. However, some analysts believe the separatists' decision is to the president's advantage, as our Moscow correspondent Steve Rosenberg now reports.
Vladimir Putin is an astute politician. He normally knows when to press hard and when to step back. At the time, his proposal to postpone the referendum in eastern Ukraine seemed to be an admission that it just wasn't practical to organize the plebiscite in the short time left, and an indication that the Kremlin may be prepared now to come to terms with Kiev. Most analysts had expected the pro-Russia separatists to heed the president's call. They haven't. But Vladimir Putin may yet turn that to his advantage, citing it as proof that Russia is not orchestrating events across the border, as the West has claimed. And if not, then why, Moscow would argue, should it suffer further sanctions? There is another school of thought, though, according to which Moscow remains committed to destabilizing the eastern regions of Ukraine and causing problems for Ukraine's pro-Western government. After all, the controversial referendum